Yeah, that's me, right there. Thanks for tuning in to my next flavor review, guys. This is Token Vaping. So today's juice review is an ongoing line that I am working on into my daily rotation, and it is Aristocrats Vapor, and it is a really glossy foil wrapper. So forgive the light, but it's going to basically pop there. Yeah, as you can see, it is basically right there. This flavor is called the Governor. There's the name of the company, Aristocrats. This is their logo picture label. It's a stag, I believe. It's supposed to be all ritzy, and it's privileged e-liquids. And I'll get to that here in a second. It does have the warning label and everything on the side. It does have the ingredients as well. It is a safety ring, and these things are pretty solid. I mean, you can sit here and do this and literally spin it, and it's not going to open until you bust this open. So this is a first review. It does have the warning label on this. It does have a born on date and an expiration and the nicotine content, which is actually pretty cool. It is a 30 ml bottle. These are available in 15, 30, and 120s. And one of the cool things about this company is their nicotine they offer in a 3, a 6, a 9, and a 12, which is actually really unique in the business nowadays because there's always generally, I mean, there are some unique ones out there. There are some that go by even numbers. There are some that do, you know, different nicotine levels. That's the norm, but in general most companies do the 0, 3, 6, and then they jump straight to a 12. Honestly, I never understood why they jump so high, even though if you think about it, a 3 doubled is a 6, 6 doubled is a 12, obviously, but there's such a drastic jump between a 6 and a 12 than there is between a 3 and a 6. You would think that there would be something in between. Aristocrat Vapors offers that in a 9, so there is that mid-range there to cover that as well. So they do go up to a 12, but they do have the 9 in there to try to help curb, you know, some nicotine options. It's not that they're trying to, you know, force as much nicotine on a vapor as possible, but they're trying to make sure that everybody feels that they are welcome to vape this line and not feel left out or anything because of nicotine preference or what they vape. Now, one of the really impressive things about this company is they take this they take this very seriously, but that's not to say that other companies don't. But one thing that they have going for them is that they've got chemists that work for this company that combined have over 20 years experience in the pharmaceutical industry, in the mixing processes, in the chemical percentages, in the proper ratios and things like that. And they do practice the good manufacturing process as well. So I mean, they put everything they have into this, and they take very, very they pride themselves on the quality of not just how this looks, not just how it makes you feel, but they take as much quality and pride in what goes into this and how it's made just as much. So it's definitely respectful nowadays that people are taking things like this more seriously, and that they're devoting, you know, more time and energy into the behind the scenes and the quality of it, and not just trying to make it look fancy or try to just throw something out there and say, hey, here, try this. They're actually trying to make sure that it is quality, be above and beyond what people are expecting. So like I said, this is a first review, and we are going to go ahead and check this out. This is the Governor, and this is a maple pecan pie with a scoop of vanilla ice cream. It is a first review, and it is on a fresh wick, as always. And with that, it's my Texas Tough Cotton. Well, not. This is mine. I don't make this. It holds up really, really well, and I like it mainly because it doesn't have a very strong cottony taste to it right off the bat. So you jump into flavor almost immediately once you get the juice going in the cotton. So I will put the link for the cotton in the box below. Now, if you listen, you should hear right there. You hear a pop, and then the ring is loose. I definitely smell, the vanilla in there, and I do get a bit of the maple as well. So we will definitely see if this vapes the way that it smells. Now, you can check them out at aristocratsvapor.com. They are on Facebook and Instagram as well. I will put the link for their website in the comment box. Now, I've had a few people reach out to me and message me and everything, and there are those that think that because I'm doing the review on the line that I'm automatically going to say that it's good. If you watch my reviews, you know I'm not like that. If I don't like a flavor, I will tell you I don't like it. However, my taste preferences are different than the next person's, as they are different from the next person's. Everybody has a difference of opinion. Everybody has a different taste palette, a different vaping style. Not everybody's going to like the same things. I may not like what somebody writes in and says, hey, how come you didn't like that flavor? I thought it was great. And you're entitled to that, and that's awesome. That's what makes the vaping community so unique and so awesome, is that there's such a wide variety of people. But again, everybody's taste is different. So just because I like something doesn't mean you will. You may not, and that's fine. You're allowed to have that. All I'm trying to do is just give you a little bit more of an informative base to go off of on a flavor or a line to see if it's something that you may be interested in. That's all. I'm not trying to impose it on anybody. I'm not trying to force it on anybody. So I went ahead and did a quick little pre-burn, as you saw, so I'm going to get the juice flowing in that. As always, I am vaping at 75 watts, and this is the Governor from Aristocrats Vapor. Good clouds. As far as a mix, I'm probably going to put this at about a 70-30. Might be a little bit higher, but roughly I'll say 70-30 is about roughly where it does seem, between the fluidness of the liquid, if you watch how it moves around in the bottle, and just in the density of the vapor. Okay, so I'm actually really impressed with how hard this flavor is hit right off the bat. I mean, sometimes a lot of flavors, even on a first vape, you kind of get a slight bit of cotton in that, but this was pretty much all flavor right out the gate, and that's really impressive. And that just goes to show the benefits of having multiple years and experience in mixing and the chemistry of it, basically. Absolutely no throat hit. I mean, none whatsoever. I don't even feel a tickle. And just from the second I hit this to the second, third, fourth hit, none. Now, I will say, for the flavor, this is very, very smooth. The undertone of this, you most definitely get the vanilla ice cream. It has got a nice soft, creamy undertone to it. It's not too much. It doesn't overtake the flavor. It doesn't make it seem like it's overly creamy. It's just enough to smooth it out, just to kind of finish up your palate, so to speak. The maple pecan, I'm not a huge fan of pecans, but what I like about this flavor, it's not something that I would vape on average daily basis, just because the maple and the pecan, after I would say probably half a day or so, might be a little rich for me. But I do like the fact that it's not overwhelming, it's not overpowering. I've had some flavors before that have had maple syrup in it, and that's literally all you taste right off the bat, and even when you're done vaping it, you still taste that. What I think is actually kind of impressive is right now I have an aftertaste of pecans in my mouth. And I just realized it now as I was thinking about it, but I literally feel like I just took a bite of a pecan pie. And that's actually really impressive because it makes the flavor last. So you may not feel like you have to vape it consistently, back to back to back to back, to keep that flavor going on your palate like some flavors do, just because they're lighter flavors so they don't last as long. This flavor is actually still on my tongue, and that's really impressive. The pecan is definitely, I'm going to say, the star of this flavor because I taste that above everything else. The ice cream aspect of it does smooth out the undertone so that it's not super, super strong. And there is enough, just enough of the maple to basically feel more like a glaze than it is uh, an overpowering flavor. So it's more of a maple glazed pecan that you're gonna taste with the undertone of the ice cream, and all together it actually works for this flavor. Yep, it definitely does. So when it says it's a maple pecan pie with vanilla ice cream, that's exactly what you're gonna taste. As I said, I'm not a fan of pecans, so this probably would not be my first choice to go to. But if you're interested in a solid flavor, this definitely is it. So if you're looking for a dessert flavor that's a little different than the norm, there are a lot of cheesecakes out there, there are a lot of custard pies, meringues, things like that. I have not come across a whole lot of pecan style flavors. So this is definitely something that's a little out of the ordinary, but still within a dessert line. So if this is something that you're into, definitely give the Governor a try from Aristocrats Vapors. Regardless of anything else, Aristocrat Vapors, thank you so very much for the opportunity to continue to do the review on your line. I look forward to trying the other two as well. Definitely check them out at aristocratsvapor.com. They are on Instagram and Facebook as well. As always, guys, I'm Token Vaping. I'm here on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, Pinterest. Anything that I can do to help further enhance your vaping experience and make it more enjoyable for you, that's the bulk of why I do what I'm doing. Reach out to me, DM me, email me, message me, however you want to. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, anything that I can help you with, I will do so to the best of my ability. But until next time, no matter what, thank you for watching. Love yourself. Vape on, vape strong. Have a good night, guys.